Peace and blessing, New Life Revelations family. You know who I am. You know why we're here. I'm in the process of trying out some new toys. So the best part of this experience is that I can't be with you in person, but I forgot I had this camera. Like I get to use my mics. Gonna play sound and have a Wellness Express experience virtually, but in service to your higher well-being. So what I'm going to do now is set my timer, but encourage you. We've been working with the theme of focus, so please do not focus on this mess as we're a work in progress here. I mean, we got our Prince pillow here, so we're settling in bit by bit. But as you settle into your seat, focus on how the body feels. Focus on the breath in the body, and focus on the way the posture demonstrates your energy. Meaning, if you are slouched, what adjustments to your posture can you make to brighten it? If you are heavy, what adjustments in your posture can you make to lighten it? And in accordance with the yogic principle of pratyahara, how can you bring your senses in? So, not on an isolationist thing, but on a willful focus on what's happening in your internal landscape, pratyahara. Again, focus on the breath in the body. Focus on, is there any tension around the eyes? Any tension in the face? Any tension in the abdomen? And purposefully focus for the next minute or so on deep inhales through the nose, exhales out the mouth, and focusing on releasing tension while also focusing on these sounds. As the sound fades away, focus on the sound of the breath in the body. Focus on an even inhale and even exhale. Focus on what that feels like. So don't even worry about the number per se. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose to what feels balanced. It may not be balanced in terms of number, which is fine. I want you to focus on the feeling and feeling balanced. Placing palms out to the side, tinting the fingers and touching the ground. As we focus on the breath here and moving the arms, it's something we've done before, but can you focus on the mechanics of the shoulder as you inhale, arms high and wide? As you press palms together, bring that down. And just inhale high and wide and focus on the ways that the shoulder is engaged when you press the palms together. The back is engaged, the triceps are engaged. So focus on the mechanics of this movement to give a deeper appreciation for the body. Maybe you keep the eyes closed, maybe you open them but slightly, but focus on the range of motion in the shoulder and how breath and movement can be linked. About 3 or 4 more. Next inhale, arms are up, keep them up. Turn palms out and in. So focusing on the mechanics of the shoulder as it pertains to the hands. Keep low belly in and train your mind to focus on the wrists and how this movement in the wrists is connected to the shoulder. Lower the arms, place palms on the knees. Now shrug the shoulders. Again, this is stuff we've done before, but focus on the mechanics and the muscles. You may not know what they are, but you should be aware of them. What, 2 or 3 more shrugs. Then inhale, shoulders to the ears. Exhale, drop. 4 more. Inhale, shoulders to the ears. Exhale, drop. Twice. Shoulders to the ears. Inhale. Exhale, drop. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhales, drop. Pause. Maybe you touch tip of thumb and tip of pointer finger together on both hands and place that mudra, Gyan mudra. Mudra for universal understanding, and focus on the pressing of the thumb and the pointer finger together. Shoulders back and wide, heart open. A meditative moment focusing on thumb and pointer finger touching, and secondary in your awareness, keeping heart open, shoulders back and down. Three clearing breaths. Deep inhale into the chest. Exhale out the mouth. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Release the mudra. Place palms together, fingers together, and we've done this before again, but notice and focus on the wrists. So go slow and purposeful. Not only is this a wrist warm-up, this is wrist therapy. Pause. Switch the wrist work. Release. Now pressing right fingers into left palm now. Inhale. Exhale, arm up. Inhale, down. Exhale, out. So notice the mechanics of the shoulder and the wrist as it pertains to stretching the forearm. So keep consistent pressure on right fingers with left hand. Then push right hand out, pull back on left fingers and hold. Focus on opening the forearm here, 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Shoulders down. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Release. Then, with left hand down, pull back on left fingers with right hand. Then do that same thing. Right arm is before you. Press left arm out and back. So keeping consistent pressure on left fingers with right hand, bending at left elbow, focusing on the mechanics of this, then pressing out, holding back, shoulders back and down, 4 breaths, focusing on opening the forearm. Inhale, exhale, 1, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 4, release, shake out. Now release your seated posture and make your way to a table posture. Being mindful to support yourself and set yourself up for success. So I was seated on a bolster and a zafu. I've released my perch. I'm supporting my knees. Table pose. So turning toes under here. Pressing palms into the ground, elbows forward, slight bend in the elbows to engage the arms. Do cat-cow in a manner where you focus on the articulation of the spine. So inhale, chest forward, tailbone up. Exhale, tailbone tucks, navel in, head down. So finding cat-cow here, we open the wrists so the table pose won't necessarily be as problematic for the wrists. But focus as you can on the articulation of the spine. Eyes soft or closed. Mind focused on how the body works to learn it better and also see what yields from the focus on the mechanics. Next time you are in cat pose, tuck the belly toward the spine. Press the palms down into the ground, chin to chest, and hold. Pressing into the palms that much more. Engage the upper back. Cat pose, 4 breaths out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Gently articulate the spine. Release the belly and cow pose. Let the belly hang on purpose. Breathe into the belly. Even release the toes if you had those tucked under. 4 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale out the nose. 1. Inhale. Exhale out the nose. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Release to child's pose, toes together, knees wide, reaching far forward. Pause. Shifting hips from side to side. Noticing what gives when you notice how the hips are involved in child's pose. Maybe that gives you a little bit more space. Press palms into the floor like you mean it. And focus on fluidity in the hips and groundedness in the palms for about 30 seconds. In the tail, imagine yourself a cat. We did cat pose for 4 breaths. A kitten about to pounce on some yarn. That's the tail. In the hands, focus on pressing into the palms as if you were preparing for handstand. 15 seconds. So focusing on the groundedness of the hands and the fluidity in the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that noise. Come to stand on the knees. Turn toes under and walk yourself up. Taking arms out wide, maybe in cactus. So practitioner's choice here. You can bring everything in, then take everything back. You can stay open and go increasingly open. You can do a weather vane twist here. But I want you to focus on turning the toes under, stretching the bottoms of the foot. Notice how that may impact the calves, how that may impact the quadriceps or the hamstrings, while fluid movement either in and out, open and more open. But you choose here another 20 seconds. I'm going to stay in the back bend, navel's engaged to support the low back, to open the heart. 10 seconds. Release your pose, release your toes. Last pose before free practice. Press foot into the floor here. And we're just going to find a deep lunge on the inhale. Exhale, half Hanuman. Lunge, half split. So focusing on these biomechanics. And as you focus on the biomechanics, maybe the arms become involved. Maybe you stay in the lunge. Maybe you take a lunge twist. But focusing on what you need after becoming acquainted, right? So we focus to get a general understanding of the landscape, then we refine our focus to service, right? Five more seconds. Release where you are. Right knee flat, left foot forward. And you know what it is, so flowing in and out, lunge, half split. Noticing it may be different on each side. Can you remain focused, pressing the foot down and seeing what that offers in terms of the mechanics of the hip? I notice my hips are different here, so I need to floss more on this side than on the other side. But about 45 more seconds of whatever you need to do, but you find out what you need by refining your focus. Refined focus is discernment, viveka, clear seeing. And it's that clear sight that yields truth in its expression and for our awareness to comprehend. 20 seconds, so I will pause here in a lizard-ish. Release the left leg. And now, 4 minutes of free practice. So, you know what that is. Whatever has been awakened, we've worked the wrists and the shoulders, the toes, and we've barely left the ground, but we've refined our focus of the mechanics of the body so that we can make more informed decisions on where to focus, yeah? So tuning into the wisdom that refined focus offers without apology. If you have lost a focus point, please focus on keeping the breath deep and full. Focus on the expression of what the body is asking for, and try to be as connected to organic movement as opposed to rote mechanics, things that you always do. Halfway point in free practice. Again, tuning into the wisdom of what your body's saying, focusing on, so for me, I'm in crisscross applesauce because I'm going to be standing all day tomorrow. So I want to be seated, working on the outer hip. And to that point, let me switch my posture. Support myself with blocks. Now begin to, over the next minute or so, wind down into a restful posture. So wind down into something that maybe it's a meditative seat, maybe it's shavasana, maybe it's shoulder stand. In fact, I think I'm going to do supported shoulder stand. So it's awesome to record this stuff because I actually have to practice. When I teach, I don't typically practice as much because I'm focused on y'all. But here we go. So whatever sedentary posture you choose, embrace it. If you are upside down, I'm focused on my ankles and giving some loving attention to my feet. Like I said, I'm going to be on them so much tomorrow. And I'm just going to hang here for a bit. So you choose your illusion. You do what you need to do for you. And give yourself the gift of supported rest for the next several moments. I'm releasing by inversion and keeping supported bridge. Open heart. Super chillin'. And as you settle into your rest, bring your focus to the breath. And begin to take a breath that is suitable in supporting your restful posture. So maybe a little longer on the inhale and exhale, but just aware through your awareness, refining it to do what's in service to your relaxation. Slowly begin to deepen the breath and focus on awakening in a manner that is playful. You know, we've been talking about discipline, strength, and focus. All this stuff gets a bad rap. Like I said, that's probably my second or third book, like giving discipline its props. So focus on having fun, not in a carefree sense, but in a joyful sense, right? So roll into the right side, or maybe from the right side you immediately come onto the back and writhe. Maybe you rock and roll on the spine. Maybe you go, whoa, like there's so many things you can do that are joyful and fun, but awaken in a manner focused on expressing joy. Then finding a posture that allows the body to be supported, spacious, and alert. Focusing on how you feel now, focusing on the relatively simple movements in the relatively short period of time known as Wellness Express. Pressing palms together at heart center, 3 clearing breaths. Then I wish you the best day ever. Deep full inhale. Exhale, clear. 1. Deep inhale. Exhale, clear. 2. Inhale. Exhale, clear. And as we depart, focus on these sounds. Have the loveliest day ever. See you soon for sure. See you when I do. Love and grace.